Hi Shannon, really great session the other day. Main point from the session was all about trying to get your weight forward more at impact. So you were struggling a little bit with falling backwards as you were coming into impact. So obviously not hitting down into the ground enough, not striking the ball first, and generally just a very inconsistent strike. The main issue, obviously, from the top of the backswing, as I say, was trying to get that weight to transfer forward. So I mean, if I just put this line here at the bottom left hand corner, we'll just run you through a couple of swings. If we get to the top of the backswing here, I'm pretty happy with that. Now, if you watch what your upper body does and watch what your head does, you see how it starts to move back straight away from the target. You can see your head's already starting to go past that line. Now, as a result, from that position, the club's always likely to hit the top of the ball, so halfway up the ball, because the club's going to be working in this sort of manner as you get into impact. Like I said, as a result, then you're going to hit a lot of thin shots. We can see that one there, it's not really going particularly high. If I just highlight this area here, you see that foot hasn't left the ground yet, and that's quite a telltale sign. And as soon as you do that there as well, the elbows are likely to separate, pull apart, pulling the club away from the ground. I'll just show it from a different angle. Again, just focus on this foot here. Just runs through. There we go. Once we get there. There we go. As we start down here, watch your right foot. Still not left the ground, still not left the ground, still not left the ground. All the way through. Now, a couple of videos here, just roughly the kind of thing that we're looking for. Just let this play through. Now if we stop him there, okay, so P6, so as the club's sort of halfway down, you can already see that his foot's starting to bank inwards, it's starting to go towards the target. If we just run this through, see there, you see how the shadow's starting to appear under his foot, so you can see that the weight's transferring to his left side. Just play that through there. Now from this angle again, just watch that right foot as we play through. See again. Oh, excuse me. Just play that there. See that at this point here, you can see that the lower body's already starting to move forward. Right foot's starting to come up, starting to bank in, and then as he rotates onto his toe. Now, the main point from that there is, as I've just said, if you think about the lower body and what that's doing, it's not so much that the upper body's working back, although that's not helping. It's more to do with the fact that the lower body isn't working forward enough, it's not working towards the target. And if I just take all these lines, take Grant back to this point here, so the club's about parallel with the floor. A couple of minor major differences really. The lower body is pretty static here, it's not moving forward enough, and the elbows are starting to bend, pulling apart, pulling the club away from the ground. As you can see here, the lower body worked in this fashion, You can see the arms perfectly straight there, meaning the club's still going to be staying down into the ground then. The drill that we gave you, and again, it's a drill, it's a practice drill. When you come practicing, and then when you get onto the course, obviously just go and play. The drill was to get the lower body as far forward as you possibly could at setup. And the reason we were doing that was to try and give you a feel of what the lower body being forward feels like. And the more you practice that and the more you ingrain that in, naturally your body will just go looking for it during a golf swing. So you don't have to set up with your weight, 80% into your left side. You'll naturally just go looking for it. So if I just take that away, now I'm just going to take this one back to your impact position, and we'll just compare the two. There we go. Oh, like that. There we go. Okay. Now if we just top of the backswing. There, so you can see your weight's forward. And watch your right foot. At this point here, it's going to start banking in. Now we talked about at this point here also feeling as though you were going to start raising the hips as well. Your thought was to imagine if you had a belt buckle on, you'd be trying to raise that level, trying to get it further away from the ground than it was at setup. And if you just watch this here, and without even thinking it as well, arms are straighter. You can see the right foot starting to come off the floor. Oh, bit far, bit far. There we go. Now, I'm not saying it's perfect and it's looking like ground weight, but the weight's more forward, the arms are straighter, the belt's raising, whereas this one here, weight's back onto the right foot, arms are bending, the elbows are pulling apart, and your hips, obviously your pelvis isn't raising either. And just from a slightly different view, same drill. You can already see that if you look at your right foot, you can see it's already starting to bank in. And then as you turn through, it comes up more onto the toe. I mean, some of these changes from this to this, and from that to that, are massive, massive improvements. And you saw it yourself straight away. More consistent strikes, hitting the ball first, in the middle of the club face more often, more distance, more height. Just a fantastic improvement. Best of luck with it, Shannon. Give us a call if you need anything, and I'll look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks. Bye bye for now.